the elevator ride with a colleague, the first 2 minutes before a meeting starts, waiting in line for coffee next to someone you vaguely know. These moments of silence can feel incredibly awkward. The pressure to say something is real, but your mind goes blank. What do you say? This is where the art of small talk becomes your superpower. Many people believe that small talk is boring, meaningless conversation, but that is not true. It is the single most important social skill for building connections, showing friendliness, and opening the door to deeper, more meaningful relationships. In this final lesson of our English for Daily Life series, we are going to demystify small talk, and I will give you the tools to handle these situations with ease and confidence. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Zen Podcast. I am Liam, and I'm excited to tackle this final topic with you. The secret to great small talk isn't being incredibly witty or funny. It's about being observant and curious. Let's start with the two easiest ways to begin any conversation. First, make an observation about your shared environment. You are both in the same place at the same time, so you have a shared reality. Use it. For example, if you're at a company event, you could say, "This is a great event, isn't it?" Or while waiting for coffee, "Wow, it's really busy in here today." It's simple, low pressure, and invites a response. The second method is to ask a simple, open-ended question. That means a question that cannot be answered with a simple yes or no. Instead of asking, "Are you having a good week?" which can lead to a dead end, try asking, "How has your week been so far?" This invites a longer, more interesting answer. Another great one is, "Working on anything exciting lately?" So making an observation or asking an open-ended question can break the ice. But how do you build a real conversation from that first sentence? For that, I want to teach you a simple but incredibly powerful technique I call the A.R.E method. It's an acronym that stands for anchor, reveal, and encourage. Let's break it down with an example. Imagine you're at a work event. The first step is A, anchor. This is your opening observation, the thing that connects you both. You say, "This is a great event, isn't it?" Now, to stop the conversation from dying, you move to the next step, R, reveal. This is where you share a little piece of information about yourself related to the anchor. It shows you're willing to participate. You could add, "I was really looking forward to the talk on marketing." See how that opens the door? The final step is the most important, E, encourage. You encourage the other person to share by asking a related question. This passes the conversational ball back to them. You could ask, "Are there any talks you're excited to see?" Anchor, reveal, encourage. It's a simple cycle that creates a natural two-way conversation instead of an interview. Now that you have a method, what do you actually talk about? It's always best to start with safe, neutral topics. Here are some of the best ones. Work or studies are great, but keep it general, like, "How's business been lately?" Hobbies and interests like movies, books, or TV shows are perfect. Travel is another fantastic topic. You can ask about past trips or future plans. And, of course, the most classic small talk topic of all, the weather. Having a method and a list of safe topics is a great start. But the real magic of small talk is not just in talking, but in listening. The best conversationalists are always the best listeners. It's not about what you say next, but about how you respond to what they just said. Listening is an active skill, not a passive one. The first tool of active listening is using small, encouraging phrases to show you're engaged. Think of them as verbal nods. While the other person is talking, you can use phrases like, "Oh, really? That's interesting," or "I see." These phrases act as a green light, telling the other person, "I'm listening, please continue." It makes them feel heard and valued. The second tool is asking good follow-up questions. Your best friends here are the classic question words who, what, where, when, why, and how. Let's go back to our work event example. The person says, I was really looking forward to the talk on marketing. A passive listener might just say, oh, cool. The conversation dies. But an active listener asks a follow-up question, like, what about marketing are you most interested in? Or why did you choose that talk specifically? Using these active listening techniques, you can keep a conversation going naturally. But every conversation must eventually end, and doing it gracefully is just as important as starting it. Let's look at the final challenge, the graceful exit. The secret is a simple 3-step formula. First, a pre-closing phrase that signals the end, like, well, it was great talking to you, or anyway, I should probably get going. Second, it's often helpful to give a brief reason, like, I have to get back to my desk. The third and final step is to end on a positive, forward-looking note. Say something like, enjoy the rest of the event, or let's catch up again soon. Let's put it all together. Well, it was great talking to you. I have to find my colleague, but let's catch up again soon. It's polite, clear, and positive. And that brings us to the end of our English for Daily Life series. We've gone from the coffee shop to the restaurant, and now we've mastered the art of small talk. My goal was to give you the tools and the confidence to handle these everyday situations without stress. English is not just a subject to be studied, it is a tool for connection. What is your biggest challenge with small talk? Share it in the comments below. If this series was helpful, a simple like on the video lets us know. And please subscribe for all our future lessons. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I am Liam, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Keep practicing.